Imagine a life where every day starts with a burning desire to achieve, to grow, to conquer. Welcome to the world of motivation, this invisible force that fuels our dreams, powers our ambitions, and propels us towards our goals. It's the spark that ignites the fire within us, the wind that fills our sails, the fuel that drives our engine. Think about it. Every remarkable achievement, every groundbreaking invention, every inspiring story, they all began with that one thing: motivation. It's this magical essence that turns ordinary individuals into extraordinary achievers. I remember a time when I was caught in the riptide of monotony, feeling stagnant and unfulfilled. It was motivation that pulled me out, guiding me towards a life of purpose, a life of growth. So, what causes the spark to fizzle out, and how can we keep it burning? Let's delve deeper. Ever felt the drag, the dread of a new day, the lack of enthusiasm? You're not alone. We've all been there, staring at the ceiling, trying to muster the energy to get out of bed and face the day ahead. It's a struggle that's as real as it gets. What's the root of this? Lack of motivation. Yes, that elusive force that propels us forward. When motivation dwindles, it's like the wind has been knocked out of our sails. We're left drifting in the ocean of life, going wherever the current takes us, rather than steering our own course. And the challenges that come with this are all too familiar. There's the constant feeling of being stuck in a rut, the procrastination that seems to have made a permanent home in our daily lives. We put off tasks, delay projects, postpone dreams, all because we're missing that spark of motivation. This lack of motivation doesn't just affect our productivity, it's a blanket that smothers our happiness and sense of fulfillment. We feel stagnant, like we're not making any progress, and that can be incredibly disheartening. It's like being stuck in a traffic jam, watching as life passes us by. And then, there's the guilt. Yes, the guilt that comes with knowing we're not living up to our potential. We know we could be doing more, achieving more, but we just can't seem to find the drive to make it happen. It's a vicious cycle that keeps us trapped in a state of inertia. But what if it doesn't have to be this way? What if there was a simple trick to overcome these obstacles and stay motivated every day? Let's uncover the secret weapon to staying motivated. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Is there really a simple trick to staying motivated every day? Well, the answer is a resounding yes. And the best part? It's something that everyone can do regardless of their circumstances. So, what is this simple trick? It's called the power of 3. The power of 3 is a technique that involves breaking down your tasks into 3 manageable parts. It's all about setting 3 achievable goals for yourself every day. These could be as simple as tidying your room, finishing a school assignment, or even taking a walk outside. The key here is to ensure that these tasks are attainable and realistic for you. You see, when you set yourself 3 achievable goals and manage to complete them, it creates a sense of accomplishment. This, in turn, fuels your motivation. It's a positive feedback loop. The more tasks you complete, the more motivated you feel to tackle the next one. But why 3? Well, 3 is a number that's small enough to not be overwhelming, but large enough to make a noticeable difference. It's the perfect balance. The beauty of the power of 3 lies in its simplicity. It doesn't require any special tools or resources. All it needs is a bit of planning and a willingness to act. And the best part, you can start implementing it right now. Now you might wonder, how is this effective? Well, the power of 3 works because it encourages action. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when you have a long list of tasks to complete. But by breaking things down into 3 manageable tasks, you're more likely to start. And once you start, it's easier to keep going. Remember, motivation isn't something that just happens. It's something you cultivate. And the power of 3 is a simple yet powerful tool that can help you do just that. Sounds too good to be true? Let's see it in action. Real life isn't a fairy tale, but this trick might just be your happy ending. Now, let's dive into a real-life example. Picture this: you're a student, juggling between assignments, classes, and the occasional social life. The stress is piling up, and the motivation is dwindling. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Well, here's where our simple trick comes in. You start by setting a small, achievable goal for the day, something as simple as finishing a chapter of your textbook. Then, you visualize completing this task. Imagine the sense of accomplishment, the relief of ticking off one item from your to-do list. You're not just daydreaming, you're creating a mental roadmap to your success. Next, you break down this task into smaller, manageable parts. Instead of looking at it as a big, intimidating chapter, you see it as a series of sections or pages. This way, you're taking on a mountain one step at a time, making the climb less daunting and more achievable. Now, every time you complete a small part, you reward yourself. Maybe it's a 5-minute break, a piece of your favorite candy, or a quick scroll through your social media feed. This reward creates a positive association with the task, making it less of a chore and more of a challenge with a sweet ending. By now, you've not only completed your task, but you've also created a positive feedback loop. You set a goal, you break it down, you reward yourself, and voila, you're motivated to do it all over again. This simple trick has now become your secret weapon against procrastination and stagnation. But what does it feel like when this trick starts working its magic? The fruits of motivation are sweet indeed. Now that we know how to use this simple trick, let's revel in the benefits it can bring to our lives. Imagine a day fueled by motivation, where your productivity soars like a hot air balloon in the morning sky. Tasks that once seemed daunting now feel like a breeze, and you're crossing off items on your to-do list with an ease you've never experienced before. But productivity isn't the only reward. This trick also has the power to uplift your mood, to fill your day with a positive energy that radiates from within you. Imagine feeling accomplished, content, and satisfied at the end of each day. Think of the joy that comes from knowing you've made the most of your time, and you're moving forward, not just existing. The beauty of this trick is that it's simple, accessible, and can lead to such profound changes. But how can we ensure the trick works best for us? Every journey has its hurdles, but fear not, we've got you covered. To maximize the effectiveness of our simple trick, consistency is key. Make it a habit, part of your morning routine, your evening wind down, or any time that suits you best. Remember, motivation is not a one-time event, but a process. Now you might hit a roadblock, a day when the trick doesn't seem to work, when motivation seems miles away. In those moments, don't be disheartened. Instead, acknowledge the setback, give yourself some grace, and try again. Another tip is to keep your goals visible. Write them down, stick them on your fridge, make them your screensaver. Seeing them regularly will keep your motivation alive. And finally, celebrate your small victories. Each step forward, no matter how tiny, is progress. By acknowledging your achievements, you fuel your motivation to keep going. Don't take our word for it, listen to people who've walked the path. Success speaks louder than words. Indeed, countless individuals have reaped the rewards of this simple trick. Take Mark, a student who once struggled with procrastination. After applying our trick, he's now acing his classes, brimming with motivation. Or consider Lisa, a working mom, who found the energy to juggle work and family life effortlessly. These are just a few examples among many who have transformed their lives. Now it's your turn to embark on this journey. Ready to transform your life? It's time to put this simple trick to the test. Start by setting a small, achievable goal for tomorrow. Then, use our trick to fuel your motivation and see how much more you accomplish. Make it part of your morning routine, like brushing your teeth or having your coffee. It's a small addition that could make a huge difference. Remember, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.